Oh, buddy, brake pads. Because they look at the brake pads, they look low. How do I get this thing to? See, there's the back of the pad and then the front of it. They kind of look low there. This is the front pads. Those are the rear. Do I get the camera? Those are the rear way down there. Man, I wish I could point something in there and show you. These are definitely low. I haven't done the rears. It'd be nice if I could get this thing to focus on that area. I got a shadow right at the area to look at. That's the pads down below there. They're definitely low. I mean, I can't. I guess if I take a picture, I can do it. Alright, so anyway, I'm gonna have to do brakes on this car. Pretty much, I know the rear. I gotta check the front. So you gotta take these caps off. These are caps. Alright, so those are caps. There might be a tool in the car to take these off. I'm just gonna use this. Not sure what size these are yet. I haven't lifted the car up or anything yet. Alright. So these are 19s. 19. And I break them loose before I lift the car up. Because I ain't got air tools. Now I'm going to lift the car up and use my impact. So I'm going to lift it up right in that bolt area, like this. I think my cup will exceed the bolts, but I don't know. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Because that looks like a solid area. Might be wrong, might be right. This might be the lift point right here. I'm not sure. So that's where I'm going to lift it up from. Alright, so I definitely lifted it up off of that. I started to lift it up off of this, but every time the car got higher, the suspension let the tire down lower and it kept tiptoeing on the ground. So I was like, screw it, and I went back to lifting it by this. And as you see, it's off the ground. Now these tires have a tendency to stick to the rotor. So you sometimes got to give them a kick. hate that. Every time I go over there and look, there's only four caps, 4 lugs. I'm like, what the fuck? Where did the fifth one go? All right, let's see if this is gonna need some coercion to come off. All right, so I'm only on a jack, so don't worry. These tires are a pain. Oh, I'm getting friggin' axle grease all over it. So these you gotta do a little thing called, what is it? I'm from Sparta! Give him a, I'm not hitting it right. All right, that's not working. Oh, that's right. See, I was doing it wrong. It's, this is Sparta. There you go. There you go. I was saying the wrong thing. That's why it wouldn't come off. This is Sparta, not I'm from Sparta. Duh. All right. So, looks like we got to take this clip off. What's holding the brake? Here's your sensors. Are we still filming? Yes. Where's my... I brought all these tools out and I didn't bring any over. All right. All right. So, sometimes this pin gets stuck, so we're gonna lube that up with your liquid wrench. If all you have is PB Blaster, throw it out, go buy some liquid wrench. PB Blaster is crap. I don't care what you say. Alright, so we gotta get that pin out. Oh. Okay, that pin does not want to come out. That's not good. Did I have my... Oh, there. Well, I hope I don't break this pin because I don't have an extra. Come on, Will. All right, I'm not filming this. Okay, I gotta get that pin out. Okay, as I'm getting that pin out, I just wanted to film where you can see why why these are the ones where the sensor is. Where's my thing? Right there. This is your sensor. And you see it's physically touching the rotor in there, and that's why it's setting off the alarm. This is the rotor. This right here is the rotor, and you see the sensor is touching the rotor. So these are definitely the ones that set off the alarm. And you can see down in there, there isn't much pad left. Alright, so I still got to get that pin off. I tried prying on it from down below. I'm gonna tap it with a hammer. I tried going underneath. Let's see, can you see my screwdriver? Where you at, screwdriver? Right here. Underneath, and the pin is, oh, this thing isn't focusing on it. The pin's down there somewhere. And I tried prying on the pin to push it out and then come out. But I'm gonna have to tap it with a hammer, you know, tap, 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 and then get it to loosen. Alright, so getting that pin out was a major pain in the ass. I ended up having to do, I'd like to show you, but I don't know where the pin is. To tell you the truth. The only way I was able to get that pin out, where are my damn tools? The only way to get that pin out is a lot of liquid wrench. I sprayed a bit of liquid wrench, and then down, where is it? On the other side of the pin, under the back side there, I went in with the hook and I cleaned all around the pin. Even though I can't see it, I cleaned it, and then sprayed some more liquid wrench, and then with the knob down in there, I had to go in with this and press like and pry it like this, pry it like that, and it did a jump and move. It jumped once, and then I sprayed more liquid wrench. I tried to hammer it back down, but the pin just started bending. So I sprayed more liquid wrench, then I tried some more prying, and then finally I got it so it was just inside the thing, so I couldn't do anything with this anymore. So then I did, because the top of the pin, the hook of the pin was bending instead of coming out, so I went in like this. As soon as I'll redo this when I find that. I went in and I held the hook of the pin like this, and then put my screwdriver into the hook and pried it like this, and it popped out. And I'm still trying to look to see where it popped out, but in the meantime, in case it fell down in here, I'm just going to continue on. To get these loose, to get your drums back in, I just went in here like this, pressure there, onto these knobs. You're going right down into the middle of the rotor like this. See how that moves? And like that. And then you can go down between the brake and get those pistons in. Of course, I wasn't showing you. And get those pistons all pushed back in. Now the next thing is to get this pin out. This pin, I've been lubing it, I've been hitting it. So you got to get this pin to come out next. It's got to come through this back hole here. I don't think it's screwed in, but I'll check. It kind of does look screwed, but I don't think it is. Alright, so I got that pin started, as you see. What I did is I just took a 1/4 inch. This is just to start it. Put it on there, and then I smacked it with my 4-pound. And I got it to budge. You want it to kind of clean all the area, because all this rust has to go through that hole. But let's just scan the area for find the pin. So when I find it, I can go back and look. Where are you, pin? I mean, I pried. So you think it would go up and then hit. I heard nothing. Where are you, pin? Are you down in there somewhere, pin? I hope not. Of course, now I just threw garbage on the ground that I can't see. Where are you, pin? I mean, it's Murphy's Law. Every time you work on a car and something drops, it will go somewhere you are not going to find it. Things will bounce and go into cups 10 feet away. Alright, let's see if it's down in there. Nope, it's not down in there. Oh, it's protective. Paint has come off. I'm going to have to respray this whole arm. Okay, so it's definitely not down in there. Here's where you got to disconnect your thing, my sensors. These sensors will probably be okay to reuse, but I have new ones already. God damn, where's the pin? Jumped up here. I mean, I didn't hear it hit the ground. Spring steel, you would think, make a noise. Alright, so I just wanted to scan the ground. I had the cardboard down, which is now thrown over there, just to physically catch stuff so I would see it. And of course it didn't. Alright. So when I find where that pin is, I'm going to go look at this video and find it. I have The other suspicion is it's in here somewhere, in the jack somewhere. Maybe it's on the other side of the jack. Alright, so to get that pin out, this pin out, see the pin, the other pin isn't in there, it's completely out. It popped out, I had no idea where it went. To get this pin rod out, I just used a 1/4 inch extension, popped it, and the 1/4 inch extension fits all the way through. So that was able to get me all the way out, and then when it got this far, you know, I hit the edge, I just took a screwdriver and tapped it, and the pin came jumping out. Of course, I applied a lot of liquid wrench on the way because this pin is completely rusted and doesn't fit through that back hole. Let's see if it fits this way. Yes. I mean, that's a lot of room. Oh, that's because the other, this side of the pin is thinner. See, it's thinner. See, the pin only fits one way. It's only going to fit that way. All right, I still don't know where the pin is that goes in here. If I can't find it, I'm just going to put a nail in there. It'd be nice to drill that hole a little bigger. And these things I'm going to do rust reformer all over this. Get this stuff off. And these things apparently have like plastic on them and they rusted out. So I chipped the plastic off and I put rust reformer on there already. See how it's... See how the plastic, there's like a plastic around these. Well, they're rotten under the plastic. Not that it matters, that's just the control arm. Control arms can rust. But this would be nice to keep protected. So I still don't know where that pin is. So this now you need to clean. I'm going to use sandpaper to clean it. Alright, so to get your sensor out, you need to reach in and pry like this. You need to pry that back, and you see that makes that go, makes that inside go up. You see that? Makes the inside go up. Pry that back, and then, you know, force it out. I went in and reached with these and squeezed it and pulled it and pulled it and wiggled it loose, and it finally came out. And I just see this side sensor is not touching. This one is just barely touching. I could put this back in if I felt like it. I don't really need to replace the sensors, but whatever's. And you see your cylinders are pushed all the way in, mostly all the way in. I'm doing it with the pad. I'm pushing that one back in more. Not touching the rubber. These things pushing real easy compared to other cars. And I do note on this pad how it's worn weird there. And when I look in at the rotor, the inside part of that rotor is isn't all smooth, but I'm not really caring. All right, get the other side. See down, where is it? Down below, it's not smooth. But also there's, I think that is your sensor, rotation sensor. So I don't know what the deal is. I don't know why the rotor's like that at the bottom. I don't really care. Alright, so I'm going to put new pads in. But unfortunately, I remember when I bought these, the 3003 were front or back, and there was two different sensors. One was front, one was back, and I, unfortunately, can't tell the damn difference in these. I'm gonna have to Google. Oh wait, that's thicker. And this one's thinner. This one is, yeah, see, that's thinner. All right, so this will be easy to figure out. It looks like it's going to be the 3004 for the back. Maybe. All right, so anyway, I had bought the Platinum, these, and I bought these for a reason because they came with hardware. Even though I know I'm not going to need the hardware, because you see that hardware's fine. And I was like, hey, that's weird. Let me just see what's in that hardware. And look, we have extra pins, so I don't need to go look for that pin anymore. I was going to put a cotter pin in there. I was going to drill the hole a little bigger, but I don't need to. The hardware came with a pin. Yay, buddy. I wish I had known that in the beginning, because I wouldn't have wasted all this time looking for that pin. And now I see that pin is actually pretty small. See, I was about to drill that bigger. I was about to drill that hole bigger. I was about to get that shit done. You know what I'm saying? And the difference in the sensors isn't the thing I was looking at. It's the length of the cable. The cable from the first sensor on, the length, that's smaller. On the 3004, I believe it is, that's shorter. On the 3003, it's like 4 inches longer or something, 3 inches longer. So yeah. All right, so now there is clean. Got these drums in. I could just push it in with my hand. All right, so I got the drums in. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. See, I wear gloves and then I take them off. And negate the whole reason I have the gloves. All right, so I need to get these pins out, and that's what I'll use. Alrighty then. And I cleaned this all off, some nice sandpaper, nice heavy duty sandpaper. So you see, it goes in easy now. All right. So now I got my pads. All right. So you get your sensor and you snap it in, push it in. Snapped in. See it? And it's also showing you how much pad you really have to go. Let's look down at the sensor that is touching. All right, see the sensor that's touching. Well, let's get the other one in first. All right. And I'm just going to reuse this hardware. It's spring steel. It's not. Did I connect that up right? Okay, and then the other pad is across the ways. The other one jumps across the hole and goes to there, and that's in. All right, so we see how much from the wire that is. And let's take a look at that one. And you see, I don't know if you're looking at it. Right there, you can see it. You see the amount of sensor? That's the side that's hitting. I don't need to replace that sensor. I could reuse that sensor. So I'm just gonna take it off and put it with my backups. But I bought sensors anyway. I had them anyway, so I figured I'd just do them. All right. So did I put this in right? Kind of feel like I did. Yeah, that flipped over. That flipped over. Dummy. I should probably just put that in second. All right. So then these are just gonna go right up in here. Right in there. Little lovers. Alright, this thing seems to be in upside down. I think I put that in upside down. Did I put that upside down? It's supposed to go the other way. Maybe this goes this way. I can hold the things in like that. There you go. I should go look to see if this is supposed to be looped up or over the pin. Because yeah, that pin, where's the pin? Pin boy. Yes, the pin goes through. Do that, and then like that. Do we get that? Yeah, that must go up over, and then then this loop goes through this little slippy dippy here, and then it clips down into the back there. I think it clipped in. That's clipped in. All right. Now before I put that pin in, I should have got that rotated right. Where did we lose the little pin yet? This little puppy here. That goes into that hole. All right. All right. So then that's basically it. These are in. Now, what was I supposed to? They gave me lube for something. I don't know why. All right. Okay. So I pulled the pin out. I put lube into the hole. I lubed the pin. I lubed here. That's basically where in here. That's basically where the pads run on, is this pole here. And this piece of spring holds the pads in place. Like it holds them this way. I mean, that piece was perfectly fine. I might try to apply some more of this so it doesn't rust as fast. I mean, it's gonna rust, but whatever. So anyway, those are in place. And I did not replace the rotor. All right. All right, so now I need to spray. Rust rotor. Just needed, probably not, but I mean, in here, do I have it? Yep, so I'm doing it. Okay, so going into this side with more knowledge, before I even messed with that pin, I went through, sprayed it all down, then I came over with the hammer and I tapped it. I came in with the hammer and I started tapping it. It wasn't moving like it's moving like now. Started tapping it, and then I came in with my screwdriver. And it was only in far enough to get the screwdriver in. Come on, I'm trying to show you a staged incident. Anyway, so I came in with the screwdriver like this, and it wouldn't budge, just like the other side. But the other side, I didn't know what I was doing. I just pulled up, and then this started stretching. But I'm pretty sure the other side was stuck, so I went like this, and it wasn't budging. So then I went like this with my hand, and I went snap, and it tinged, and went ting, and it tinged out, hit up here, hit over here, bounced, and landed right about there. Now where did that go? Right there. Landed right there. So now where the other one bounced and landed to, I have no damn idea, because that's what it should have happened. It should have hit up to against the bumper and then fallen down here. So I have no idea where the other one is. All right, so anyway, now that the pin is out, let's put it on top of this bag over there so I can lose it. Now the pin's out, you can go in like this, move that piston, move that piston in, and then do the same thing here. That piston all the way in, that piston all the way in, that piston all the way in, and then you can go in like this, get it in the rest of the way. Now you're doing this very gently. You're not going to mess up the rotor, and even if you did scratch the rotor, doesn't matter, because the brake pad is going to remove that scratch the first time you hit your brake. Doesn't matter. All right, so now we got to get that pin out. That's the fun part. So you want to clean everywhere. That pin's going to have to get through that hole. And the other side, when I said I was just going to reuse these or save the other one, well, because I had new ones, I didn't go easy, and when I popped it off, the backing on one of them broke, so I can't reuse those. Where's my little pick? That's not it. My little pick. Go in and clean these areas as best as you can. I mean, I think the pin is caught actually in this part, because if I grab it and try to turn it, you can't. At least on the other side you couldn't. Let's see this side if I can. No, I can't get it to turn. So it's physically, where it's actually caught is it's rusted into this piece here. It's definitely not rusted to the pads. But getting the rest of this, as much rust off as possible, will make it easier to get it out. Alright, so where's Big Boy? Where's Big Mama? Come on, Big Mama, I got something for you. Oh, sorry, I changed its names. Old Bessie. Old Bessie. There's nothing metal here, so this thing won't stick to anything. Old Bessie. Hard to do with camera in my face. Alright, I gotta get this camera out of my face so I can get that. Yeah, that was definitely the hardest part of this whole damn thing. I ended up having to hold this in place, and then finally got it to seat in. Now I'm a little farther. Now a little more spray. And Bubby's Mama's coming home. Mama's coming home, buddy. really does not want to come back through. All about the rust. Not want to come up. There it goes. That screwdriver keeps jumping off. There she goes. I don't know if you're able to see that. Alright. So now you need to clean this pin. This one doesn't even look as badly rusted as the other. This is pretty much the hardest part. Did I bring the sandpaper over? Yeah. Doesn't want to go in. Hey, look, it goes through fine now. Not perfectly smooth. Could use a little more sanding. pretty much all the rust is off it now. There you go. Nice and easy, nice and easy. All right. So now we gotta get that pad off. These pads, let's take a look. These pads are definitely bad. All right, see that? This one isn't as bad, but this one, the inner one is where the sensor's hitting. Uneven pad wear, but what do I care? All right, now I gotta get that off. I'm not doing that on camera, that's impossible. So, just like the other side, we got the pads. They go in like this. So that's how we're going to do our sensor. Snap it in. Snap. And then the other side. Snap. In. And then I'm just going to reuse this. In. What happened? And in. And this goes through that hole there. And in. Now where's the pin? Alright. I want to get some of the junk on there. Where's Mr. Pin? Pins all the way in. There's the hole. Where's the little number I keep trying to lose? Damn it. There it is. You got lube. There's some lube on this thing. And down the hole it goes. I mean, a nail would almost be better. The only reason I wouldn't do a nail is this is a like spring steel, and it doesn't rust. Yes, it can rust, but it doesn't rust. Do you understand? This rusts. This doesn't rust. This rusts. So if I stick a nail down to that hole, the nail is going to rust at the same rate that this rust and become lodged in that hole, and you will never get that nail out. So that's why I stuck with the spring steel. Either that, or I was going to do a large cotter pin, which don't rust either. This is what I'm wondering what this is. What's this a drain to? I don't know. And all this stuff is rusted, so I'm going to have to do that over. And then this is what I was talking about on this end. These have a plastic cover on them, where it was completely peeled up because it's rotted, because it's rusty underneath. I just pulled it off, and then I'm gonna spray it down with the rust converter. All right, so these are done. Oh, I gotta connect this back up. All right, it clicked in. Where is it? Back here. It clicked in. All set. These are going to the hole. These are all set. Those are all set. Alright. So these are done. Now I just got to do my anal retentive spraying of this stuff. Even though it doesn't matter, this stuff is rust, this stuff will rust. It's not going to rust and fall apart. But if Audi protected it with their plastic stuff, I might as well protect it, right? I may as well keep it protected. Alright. Oh, I had the camera tilted the wrong way. Sorry, people. How old are you?
6 and 3 inches. I think I have to ask my mom.
Running to see if I can fall again. No falls?
No.
Boo-boo?
Yeah.
Where? On the hand?
Okay.
Done running? That was your exercise?